The Eagles are going to win on Sunday. I know. I was very frustrated after the Tennessee Titans loss. But when you think about it, we needed it. Sure, the Buccaneers game was sort of the game where it was kind of a slap to the face and be like, wake up. Because, sure, you're Super Bowl champions, but everyone is going to give it to you. And when I say that, I mean literally, they're going to come at you with everything you've got. And the Buccaneers, they did that. Not just against us, but against their division rivals, the divisional champions in the South, the Saints, the week before that game. That was when they were on the hot streak that they were on. Now they've kind of declined while we're still struggling as well. But again, I said after the Titans game, there was a lot of good in this game, minus the bad. And I highlighted on the bad because that's what you do when you're a frustrated fan watching your team lose a game that you you should have won. First and foremost, the play calling was a little suspect. Not just the passing plays, at least some of them, like these little random screen passes, short passes to get to Nelson Aguilar that he was dropping for God knows what reason. Let's hope he's not in another bad state of mind because, one, that's just bad for your health, and two, we need him to perform as well as he did last year if we want to win again. And secondly, running the ball. Sure, these two teams, the Eagles and the Titans, are two of the best against the run on defense, but you've spoken about it yourself, Mr. Play Caller, Doug Peterson, that keeping a balanced offensive attack, rushing and passing the football, will get you wins. Almost every single coach knows that. And when you're losing by however many points, or at the beginning of a game, you should always establish the run, and that will help you set up the pass. It's common football knowledge, right? At least that's what I thought. That game, he ran the ball barely 20 times, and threw the ball, made Carson throw the ball 50 times. That's not how you're going to win football games. Just ask Ben Roethlisberger. Just ask Matt Ryan. Those kinds of games where you have to throw the ball that many times in order to win, most of the time you don't win those games. Kirk Cousins just did it last Thursday as well. He threw it almost 45-ish times, if my memory stands me correctly. But yeah, you want to keep your offensive attack balanced at all costs, and against the Minnesota Vikings, we're going to have to do that. You can start off passing, you can start off running. Regardless, don't give up on one or the other. In the Titans game, he started running the ball in the fourth quarter and in the overtime period. And in that overtime period, that entire drive, we ran the ball with Ajayi, with Smallwood. And it got us down to like the 15-yard line, and then we couldn't punch it in because we gave up on the run until it was like third down, and we decided to run it in, or at least try to from like the 15, and it went nowhere, which was an idiotic play call. Again, you want to establish that run game earlier on in a football game, and then let that open up things in your pass attack, and then go from there. It's as simple as that. So when I said the play calling was suspect, I was literally meaning that we need to run the ball more. Whether that's Jay Ajayi, and we limited him to 15 carries because of the back fracture. I get that. But you had other running backs back there. Josh Adams and Wendell Smallwood. Wendell Smallwood has been pretty dang good the last 2 weeks. And Josh Adams, he's unique in his own way, and he holds a lot of strength and power that I believe, why the hell not? Throw him in there. See what he can do. Last week was disappointing as far as play calling goes. But this week, the Eagles were going to win this game because, well, they're going to figure all of their problems out. And the Vikings are a perfect team to do that against, as they are in the same exact situation. They're 1-2-1 on a 2-game losing streak after tying with the Packers. And, well, they're coming off a pretty decent loss, to say the least. 38-31 against the Rams, sure, but it's still a loss. A game that I believe that they could have won. This team is almost identical to the Eagles, or compared to them when they played in the championship game back in January. Just Kirk Cousins is in at quarterback instead of Case Keenum, which does bode the question, will Kirk Cousins continue to be the Eagle Slayer? We're going to wait and see. And on that topic of the Eagle Slayer, Jalen Mills and the rest of that secondary over there. And, of course, I'm not going to rule him out. Defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz. sorts everything out, make the changes necessary, and if you have to, blitz more. Because guess what? Sure, your 4-man rush can do the job, but half the time it wouldn't be a bad idea to throw in a fifth little sneak attack in there, a fifth guy off the edge, or a safety blitz, or just once in a while, try to change things up a bit, try and get in the head of the quarterback. Kirk Cousins is the perfect quarterback to do this against. We've gotten pick sixes from him numerous times in our previous 2-3 years. Just get in his face, get in his head, make him make those questionable decisions on defense, and cut your secondary a little bit of a break after what's happened the last 3 weeks. Tell me what you guys think about the Eagles game in the comments down below this weekend. I got them winning. I tweeted out. If you don't follow me on Twitter, the link is going to be in the description. Go ahead, because I talk about the Eagles every now and then. You can contact me there as well. But I said the Eagles can win this game 34-27. Don't at me. And I was saying they're gonna win in this title in this video. So don't at me. If they lose, of course, I'm gonna swallow my pride and talk about it like I always do. Sure, it'll be a little bit salty. Tune in for the live stream of the fourth quarter on Saturday afternoon. Well, maybe not. Depends. It depends on how the game is going. If the game is close enough, then I will do it. If not, then you'll get a live reaction video posted after the game is over, and then a breakdown of it, an hour or two later. So I'll see you guys on Sunday, and fly Eagles fly. Have a great day, guys.